Sorry for the TPK. Let's go.
Come on in, join the show, take a seat, grab a hoe, kick your feet up on the desk, man, cause we about to roll, play some D&D, baby.
We ain't nothing but mammals, and yes, we do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
We got people wild shaping, barbarians raging, Goop trying to gobble cause goblins are fucking cannibals. This is Dungeons and Dragons with lots of drunken asses, so send your kids to their room, break out the secret stashes.
Hey, kids.
No discussion about what's fair and right, this is us living life by a paradise. So, step on down to our lair of mice, face stepping right through your screen into paradise. Yo! This is paradise. Nothing's off limits in our paradise.
It's a fucking D&D.
This is paradise. Nothing's off limits in our paradise.
Going as far as you can see.
This is paradise. Nothing's off limits in our paradise.
Fucking all the succubies.
This is paradise.
Heretic, I think you meant succubi.
I knew what the fuck I meant. Roll for initiative.
Last time on Pairodice. When we last left our heroes, they were ending a much-needed month-long break. Guy and Gustaf rejoined the party after being gone for quite some time. Gustaf revealed that he amassed a huge fortune, then cured Angel of her deafness. Guy returned with a new self-said set of manners, and Vrom returned missing a finger. After much discussion, the party thought it best to follow up on Goop's lead with Hope and the Six-Fingered Gentleman. What could this mean for the party? Who is the Six-Fingered Gentleman? Find out this time on Pairodice.
As you're sitting in these chairs and the bags are being brought off of your heads, each one of you has behind you a cloaked figure. There's not really anything specific about them that you notice. When you see a woman walk in the room, she has 6 fingers on her right hand, 1 ring on each finger. She sits down.
Oh my god, you got 6 fingers! What the fuck is that?
She sits down and takes a look at the rest of the crew. You see her face has 3 scratch marks along the right side. The blood looks still kind of fresh, but kind of like a scar at the same time. It's strange. She has black lipstick.
Gustaf winks at her.
She has black hair. One side to her right side where the scar is kind of pulled back and braided. On the left side, it just hangs down past her chest. She has a few knives on a strap that goes across her chest, and like 4 belts. Each one has a holster on it for different weapons. One of the weapons has blood on the tip. It would be a curved dagger. She sits down.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So I was gonna point out the blood again. Say, sweetheart, you have blood on your dagger again.
Sweetheart.
She pulls it out and wipes it off.
Are the scars on her face very similar to Gustaf's scars? Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. No. As she wipes the blood off, she says, "That was from that stain right there. I forgot to wipe it off afterwards. I'm sure your friend there could tell you all about it." As she looks at Vrom.
Wait, what? Why me? I'm really confused.
She's referring to your hand. You're missing a finger. That's how they operate here. She says in whisper yelling.
I start shaking my head. No. I lost it in the fighting pit. No, I'm not part of your group. I'm sorry to misunderstand. I start hitting my head on the table, bowing. I'm sorry.
Speaking of the fighting pit, you said you had a job for me.
Yes, you do owe me quite the favor, but first we must build some trust with one another. I'm sure Guy and your friend Vrom here know all about trust. Wouldn't you say?
What?
So we're on a first name basis now.
Oh, sorry. I did some digging. It's easy to find people's names around here if you know where to look.
Very well.
Or whose minds to look at.
Therefore, enough with this formality. And he kind of gestures to like all the cloaked figures and everything. It's a little over the top and insulting.
Oh, you must understand. It's still for our protection. I trust you, and I trust your judgment, and I trust your friends to an extent.
Guy's gonna get really, really serious at this point, and you can see his like face get really, really angry.
Gustaf kind of like gestures to her and then points at himself.
Do you think that for one moment, these people you have here could stop us? We are only here to help. If it was any other way, you would be dead.
Yes, I trust you. We've established this. But I don't know the motives of your friends here, so I have to ask them the same questions, and we have to play the same games. By the same rules. It's the way it is. It's the way it's always been, and I hope you can understand.
You gotta listen to her. She's really strong enough to probably murder all of us. We don't want the repeat of what happened in the Hethram.
Guy just kind of shakes his head and kind of sits back meditating, finding his inner peace. He's upset.
Rom is gonna go sit right next to Guy.
Inner peace?
I swear it's not a myth.
And Gustaf, I didn't imagine to see you here so soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't plan on cashing in that favor so soon, but if it happens, it happens.
Very well. What's the favor you ask?
He like looks at the blood on the table. And he says, well, at this point in time, plans to be questions, I ask that this does not happen to me.
She has a smile on her face. Well, let us proceed then, shall we?
All right, well, like I said earlier, you said that I owe you a lot of money for costing you a lot of money, and I do not understand what happened.
Yes.
Because I just won, but for some reason, you think I owe you a lot of money, and I don't want to die. Very powerful big lady with a strange hand.
Gustaf puts up his hand, and he's like, how much money are we talking about?
Quite a lot. You see, your friend here cheated in the fight pits, and cost me quite a bit of coin.
Gustaf scoffs. Goop, how do you cheat at a fight pit? Gotta teach me that.
I don't know. Maybe she can tell me. I just won. I knocked out a big old Goliath, and then she came down and threatened to murder me.
As she picks up her knife, her dagger, she's like twirling around, and she slams it into the desk.
He goes back, straightens up.
You set it up. I watched it. You didn't touch that thing. You ran around in circles, and it fell to the ground. That was a setup to me if I seen one.
Am I allowed to speak here?
Sure, but first, before we dig any deeper, let us relax and get to know each other with a few drinks. As she waves, and her crew of people begin to bring drinks and hand out to each one of you, including her, and she starts to drink immediately.
Rom drinks it because he's terrified.
Yeah, Gustaf sees her drink and he's comfortable enough to drink it.
Yeah, Guy's gonna drink as well.
Goop as well.
But he's gonna make a point of like Gustaf and her both drinking, so he's gonna make it a point that, they're all drinking as like a sign of mutual trust.
Okay, so who's not drinking?
Adavei is not.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I put.
So, I need everybody that is drinking, besides Guy and Vrom, to make a Constitution save.
What about Gustaf?
7.
Not Gustaf. Or Gustaf.
Not fucking 20. First not 20 of the night, baby.
You're legendary at drinking.
I am legendary at drinking.
I mean, you kept up with Guy, who had a +7 modifier on there, and you kept up, so yeah.
It's only right.
Gustaf rolls 2, and she looks at Adavei.
Yeah, I got a 20, non-natural.
Oh shit, okay. Just modified 20, okay. She looks at Adavei and she says, my dear, if we're to trust, you must trust me first. Drink.
Oh, yes, of course. Take it as no disrespect. I'm not much of a drinker.
Last time she got drunk, she got us thrown into the air from.
Gustaf laughs, almost keels over.
Thanks for the backup, guys.
Gustaf is like struggling to catch his breath when he says he doesn't drink. Oh, doesn't drink.
Your friends seem to say otherwise. You should drink, or we don't continue on here.
Sure, of course, suppose. Adavei will drink then, and that's a con save, right?
Con save, correct.
18.
Goop.
Yes?
You, from this point forward, for the next 10 minutes, cannot tell a lie. You can not tell the truth, but you cannot tell a lie.
I knew that was going to happen. Okay, sweet.
So, I just have to ask a few questions. It's the normal thing. I normally would play a game, but there's way too many people here to play a game. So, let's just move forward with the questions. What brings you to Pairodice? I'll start with this girly-looking man on the left. That'd be Adavei.
Gustaf nudges Adavei forward.
Oh, who's she talking to? Oh.
You.
Well, that was a little rude, but I guess. Shit, I don't know, man. I just kind of came here.
You just kind of came here.
Yeah, we got transported here, I guess.
Oh, so you all have the same story, it seems.
Yes.
Rom, you had a slightly different story, did you not?
What?
I think you've met her before.
Have I met you before?
Rom, listen,
I'm gonna roll an insight on this dude.
Yeah, go ahead. If we are to continue on with your services, you have to trust me as much as you trust them, and vice versa. This is about sharing and trust and truth.
Okay.
Guy's gonna lean over and whisper to Gustaf, like really, really quietly. Do you ever notice that the people that talk about trust most are the most dishonest in their dealings?
Guy.
Gustaf says absolutely nothing.
What does this you imply? I thought we had an understanding.
No, that was whispered, 100% quiet, that was player to player, nothing else. I made it very clear that's how that was.
I think she can read minds. She kind of said it earlier. I don't know why I can't stop telling the truth. That was a really good drink.
Well, since I've already discovered a little bit of distrust in one of you, the least expected one of you.
Oh, I see. So, displaying distrust, that's what that was. Sure.
Yeah.
That was simply me pointing out a fact. I was not climbing into your mind and pulling out your thoughts.
No, you're saying that the ones that talk about trust are the ones that are least trusted. So therefore,
yes, because you were attempting to deceive us at this point.
How am I attempting to deceive anyone?
Oh, I just fine here.
And Rom pulls out a gun, a black gun, and sits it on the table.
Where the fuck did you get that?
What?
I bought it. I thought it'd be fun to use.
Do you know how to use one?
No idea.
Oh, good lord. You could have shot yourself in the face.
You notice that this gun has an insignia on it of 6 fingers with rings on each finger.
So that must be how you met Gustaf. He mentioned something about the Order of the 6 Rings.
Oh, what do you know? Somebody that knows our actual name, as she looks at the rest of her crew with a smile on her face.
So why go by the Black Merchant? I think Order of the 6 Rings is still just as discreet.
Well, you're being honest, correct? So I'll be honest. I did not come up with the name the Black Merchants. It was something that was coined by the rest of society. We didn't have a name. The League was something that I've always did. We'll call it a religion of sorts. It's been called the League of 6 Rings or the 6-Fingered Gentleman. I find that one very obscure, though, because she looks at herself.
Gustaf winks at her.
Gustaf winks.
But I would prefer that people did not know this name because it could have dire consequences on the outcome of...
Just a question.
Yes.
You say we have to be completely honest to get anywhere?
I'm saying that the words you speak need to be true and from the heart.
I'm a little confused.
I'm part of this group, and I didn't want to tell y'all because I was scared you guys didn't like me, and now I'm a part of the group, and I hope you guys will still be my friends. I'm sorry.
I knew it! Your hand told me everything I needed to know.
Vrom's gonna start crying.
I'm sorry.
But come on, Hope. What do you need me to do? I don't want to die and go fight another war. I don't want to do that anymore.
Gustaf kind of holds up his hand before she speaks and says, by chance, can that favor be that you do not take Goop's life?
Is that how you wish to spend your favor without even knowing the outcome of today? Do you really think that I'm just going to kill all your friends just because? This is about trust. If I can't trust you, they're all dead anyways. I can't make a favor like that. You've seen this place. You know where we're at.
Gustaf shrugs. Says, look, I only met you once on that one little date, so I don't know how you operate.
The guy kind of raises his eyebrow.
That's why he's winking at her.
I wouldn't so much call that a date. We went out and we ate food.
Gustaf looks around. He says, getting dinner is a date, no?
I mean, I call it a date.
Can we not bicker about what a date means and just move on with these questions?
Well, you can answer the question. Was it a date? Remember, you're compelled to answer honestly, because, you know.
It would settle my heart.
We went...
wiggles his eyebrows.
We went out for dinner, and he bought us dinner as we talked about things that were important to both of us. And if you want to call that a date, sure, it was a date. But I don't call that a date. I call that dinner.
Oh man, that's a hard rejection.
Gustaf says, it's fine for me. It was a date. And he says, continue with your question. So he bows.
Gustaf, I owe her 1,000 charity because she think I ripped her off at this thing. Maybe the guy was fighting through the fight. Maybe he was just sick or something. Or maybe he had money on himself losing. I don't know. But I didn't orchestrate anything.
Was it one of the guys I fought in the pit?
Yeah, well, you said you fought a Goliath. Maybe it was the same Goliath.
Hey, Heretic.
Yeah.
We determined that I was not carrying all of my money on me, right?
Correct. Yeah, it weighs too much.
Did you guys just catch that correlation between Rom and Goop?
What happened? I missed it.
We probably fought the same Goliath.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and they both walked away with a lot of money. So who do you think set up the fight? Just go from there.
Wait, here's a question. Did Rom fight the Goliath after me or before me? And I guess in character Goop's asking, did the Goliath have his ponytail cut off?
He did not. Hey, no, he had a ponytail.
So he fought this. If it's the same Goliath, he fought it before me. Goop squints.
Quickly, we're running out of time. I need to get through these questions before time runs out. Why do you wish to disobey Charity's laws? That's what you came here for, correct?
I came here to pay off a debt, but I don't trust Charity at all, if that's what you're asking. I think she knows a lot more than she's telling us.
What about the rest of you? What about this girly-looking fella? What'd you say your name was?
I think he's cute.
What?
His name is Adavei.
Adavei.
You don't have to blurt out everything that comes to mind, truthful or not.
Yeah.
Adavei, why do you wish to disobey Charity's laws? I need you to answer this.
I mean, oh wait, so this is like the truth zone. Ooh.
Well, you passed your charisma check, so you can lie if you want,
But I mean, does Adavei know this?
I mean, you wouldn't know there was any spell casted anyways.
All right, Adavei. Well, truth be told, I don't like the way that Charity is running the place. I think I could do a much better job.
I need you to roll a deception.
I mean, it's technically not false because Adavei had
okay.
the.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. I won't make you roll deception. All right. What about this pretty looking lady here?
Well, thank you. I, for one, do not trust her. Based off of some things I've heard, she means to get rid of you. And frankly, I don't want that to happen because I would like to purchase weaponry from you. And a prosthetic tail if you guys have that.
A plus size tail?
Prosthetic tail.
Prosthetic. Oh, I'm sure we could craft something up. I do know a person, but it might take some time. We do need to get through these questions before time runs out. Gustaf, I haven't heard much from you. What do you need from us? Why do you wish to disobey Charity's laws?
He kind of looks and he says, well, as you know, I found my way into a bit of money, and, well, I found out that I enjoy it. And I find you to be a very good business venture, your operation here.
That's fair. What's your relationship with Charity like?
Kind of shrugs. He says, I don't know. It's not as good as ours, I would say, but I wouldn't say it is of a negative effect.
Adavei, do you trust her?
Do I trust Charity?
You seem to be a little uptight at the moment.
I feel like these questions are very targeted.
Very targeted. That is the point. It's the nature of our business. You must understand that. I need you to answer the question.
I need you to get off my back. There's like 7 other people here. What the fuck?
As two of her crew members start to draw closer to you, you can see them standing directly above you, just over your shoulders, towering above you, casting their shadows onto your body.
The guy's gonna stand up.
Listen, it's okay. I didn't ask to be directed to the casting couch, but
Sit down, guy. Sit down. It'll be okay. Trust. If we can't have that, this all falls apart.
Rom is gonna stand up and stand on the chair and lean all the way back and just look at him upside down.
Guy is going to walk out.
Oh.
As you attempt to walk out, there's 2 men that block your way as they hold their arms out.
Yeah, he's gonna wait for her to tell them to move, because she will.
She gives the nod. They move out of the way.
Vrom's gonna follow him.
Vrom.
Yes.
Don't forget about our deals.
I won't.
As he leaves.
That was ambiguous.
So, Adavei, the question.
What was it again? You're gonna have to refresh it for me.
Do you trust her?
Do I trust Charity? I mean, in a sense, if you trust the person with basically your livelihood, because that's what she is in this godforsaken
She's your
town.
livelihood. You depend on her.
I mean,
How
no,
so?
I mean in the sense of she runs this joint. Why? I would expect. I mean, people aren't running around in the streets with knives, stabbing each other. I assume that maybe she's doing something.
My friends, I think we found the weak link in your party.
Gustaf crosses his legs.
Have you accepted advice or been a seeker of help from Charity?
No,
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Are you willing to openly disobey Charity in order to protest her rule?
That's a question I could ask you since you're under here hiding in the sewers practically.
Oh, I would most definitely be willing to do such a thing.
Then why don't you do it?
We are. It's the purpose of our existence. But it takes a little bit more than a simple protest we've been trying for quite some time. It really comes
So what
down
is this
to...
favor?
I'll get to you in a moment, Goop. I trust you with your debts. However, I'm not so sure about your friend. There is one way that we can build trust, Adavei.
This is all sounding very accusatory. What do you... At least if you're going to dance around something, at least tell me why am I so suspicious to you?
Well, because you are the only person in the group that won't answer my questions.
What do you mean I've answered? Wait,
In a forward, easily answered method. It seems you're dancing around the question as if there's something you would like to say, but you're holding it in.
listen, bitch, I think you're looking way too much into it.
And she grabs the dagger off the table and starts to walk over to Adavei. Did you just call me bitch? I'll show you a bitch. And she grabs your hand and throws it down on the table and pulls her dagger with the right of the...
You want to go hold my hoops? Oh.
Out of the table, you see this claw kind of come out and wrap around your hand and then pull it down onto the table.
All right, Goop is gonna do something bold.
No, Angel's gonna be holding Goop the whole time. Like, don't do anything. Don't.
This is very simple.
This is all on Adavei.
I don't know if you've
Holding
noticed,
down.
but you're outnumbered and outpowered. And if you try anything, it will end badly. I've let you down here. You've seen my place. I have to know 100% that I can trust before I let anybody leave this room.
Adavei, just let her take a finger or
Real quick,
give
you
her
did.
your gold tooth or something. I don't know.
Well, you did say that if you want to be all big and bold, listen, I understand where you're coming from. This whole undermining the whole dictator thing, it's nothing new to me. I've seen it 100 times. But while you're sitting here...
What? Excuse me, was that another insult?
How? I mean, saying that I've seen people being pushed out of their place of power.
Are you saying that I'm a dictator?
No, I'm saying that you are working against a dictator.
That's fair. So you agree? She's a dictator. She's sketchy, and she needs to be stopped.
Oh, she's real sketchy. She's definitely not doing something right here. There's lots of questions. There's lots of concerns. And definitely it is a lot.
There's one way that I can be assured that you will not be having any more conversations with Charity, and that is for you to gain the mark of our organization. But don't worry, we can grow it back through time, trust, and honor. And soon you will have 6 fingers like myself, but now I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take one.
I mean, I think somebody already beat you to the punch of that, and Adavei will hold up his missing hand.
Wait, but before you do that, wouldn't it be more beneficial to your organization here if somebody was close to Charity and can get a lot more information, perhaps find weaknesses, instead of you marking them and obviously making them a target?
That's true, and I have people doing that for me. If you haven't noticed, you have a friend who's not missing a finger.
Goop looks at Gustaf.
I think she meant a guy.
Gustaf is not paying attention. He's just minding his own business.
You're talking about either Guy and Gustaf, and to be honest, that is literally the worst decision you could possibly have ever made.
You do not know Guy how I know Guy.
Oh, yes, tell me about your love affair.
Oh?
There is no conversation of such going on here. We're talking about...
Oh, no, obviously.
And if you would really like to know, it was just a mutual relationship at the moment. I didn't even know his name until I did some digging.
Oh, how romantic.
I'm not one for romance. I'm one for secrecy. I'm one for progress and change.
So let me ask you a question now. You've been asking all these questions. Why do you hate Charity so much?
Well, I wake up here. I have no idea where I'm at. There's a person that's giving out free money in exchange for souls. It seems quite suspicious to me.
Wait, out of character, did we give her our soul?
No.
Okay.
And I feel like Charity said something about the whole soul business, didn't she?
Yeah, but it was openly written at the Alistair's books and stuff. But since it's here, that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, like I think okay, so not to insult you or anything, but I think you may have gotten your facts a little wrong.
Oh, have I? Please inform me.
So I'm trying to remember. I'm like trying to flip through my notes. Let me recall, because we also had the very, very same concern. Turns out.
Oh, but that's not all.
I can't find it.
Do you also know about Ragnarok?
Yes. I would also like your friend here to tell me why we can't leave this island. Why there's only one ship that never leaves with anybody else that's on this island. Why I can't go to the other side of the island.
Were you also teleported here?
I'm not sure if it was teleportation. I am sure that I woke up here. I was stripped away from the rest of my cohorts in the League of the Six-Fingered Gentlemen, and I haven't seen them since.
Interesting.
I found a few friends and made some acquaintances and people that were just as weary of Charity as us, and that's how this whole thing started. Well, we've been working in secret for so long, trying to figure out what it is that's going on here. And she's been searching hard to find me, I hear. So you can understand why trust is such a big topic for me. We can't thrive without people, and we need people to come and purchase things so that we can trade, so that we have gold, so that I can buy a ship to get the hell off of this island, or at least try. But I can't do that without trust. Now, I've answered honestly, and I assume that you have as well, but I'm not so sure about your friend here.
Well, why not just let her go, just like you did to Guy? Let him go.
Because me and Guy have had our own trials and tribulations. We've had our own understandings. Same goes with Vrom. He's made his dedication. He's showed his trust, and he's taken upon our mark, and he'll continue to have that mark until he's been proven to be worthy of our trust, 100%.
Well, here's what I think Charity's up to. And after I tell you this, you'll be able to decide if cutting off Adavei's finger is even a good idea. I think she wanted the Bane Lich of Ragnarok to come out of its hiding place. I think she has some sort of big world domination-esque plan going on. And we are working with her to get the artifacts that we need to take it down. So I think if you cut off Adavei's finger, it might end our only lead to taking down the Bane Lich of Ragnarok. And as I say that, I start to realize that maybe she might not be leading us to the right place.
Well, if not Adavei, then maybe somebody can vouch for her or him.
And get a finger removed?
It's a simple process. It heals quite quickly, and it'll grow back as soon as you've proven yourself. You'll have access to buy things down here, and when your finger grows back, we'll even let you sell things down here. And then soon, if you could prove yourself, maybe I grant you a sixth finger, and you could work alongside me.
Angel stands up and slams her hand down.
Goop also puts her hand on the table.
Let's me in on the deal. Adavei needs access to that tower, and so far, Charity favors him more.
Very well. 2 fingers to vouch for your friend here to be a double agent.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you ever want that finger back, you better be sure that your friend follows through.
Oh, Angel's gonna look directly at Adavei. Oh, he will follow through. or he will regret it.
Very well. As you see 2 cuffs come out and grasp your arms down to the table, she pulls out her dagger and swiftly chops Goop's finger off first. Index finger.
Oh, God. Okay.
On your right hand.
Oh, wait, we're doing index fingers. I need to shoot a gun. Can we do a pinky? Ring finger?
Your friend Vram said the same thing. A finger's a finger to me. Spread them.
Oh, that's I'm kind of into this now. Angel spreads her hand wide.
As you spread your hand wide, the dagger comes down, chops your pinky directly off, and her tenants rush over to bandage both of your hands and release the cuffs. Now, you have the mark, we have the trust. You're free to come and go as pleased.
Was this the favor?
Goop?
Yeah.
For now, we'll keep this one on the tab. I'll let you know when I need it. It may be to deal with your friend over here when he starts acting up. I'll let you know.
Okay. Goop is like touching her finger nub that's wrapped up, I guess, as we're walking out.
As you walk out, you see an entire market underground in the sewers, just from one side to the other, about 200 feet of stalls closely packed together. Is there anything you'd wish to try to look to purchase while you're down here, or are you heading out?
Nah, yes, that prosthetic tail.
I have one single thing that I need to
Well, I mean, just DM it to me real quick, because you've been out there for a while. I'd assume you've gotten it already.
Guy put his armor on, finally.
Goop would like to buy gloves and a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Those are easily purchased for one charity for the lot.
Could you?
Okay.
So did we rejoin up with the party? Did Ram and I rejoin with the party?
Yeah. You guys can rejoin up as you're waiting outside for them to exit.
Yeah, guys, so that was fun. I had no idea.
Angel, did you buy anything?
Angel would look out for a place to commission a prosthetic tail.
There is a stand that sells thingamabobs and whatnots. It looks like there are some things that look like tails, very much like cosplay-ish type stuff that you could clip on.
Nothing that looks like a tiefling tail?
No, nothing at all.
What about mechanical?
What's up?
What about something mechanical?
Yeah, nothing of the likes.
Oh, damn.
Down here.
Alright, is there any place for prosthetic hands?
Nope.
Yeah?
No. It's very much a more common item shopping. Pretty much outlawed things are down here, and stuff that you can buy with gold as opposed to charity. There's also a trading post down here to exchange gold for charity and vice versa. They will only accept gold at the merchants down here, and the exchange rate is 20%.
Alright, well, I'm good for now.
Alright.
Adavei will walk over and he goes, I suggest probably getting stuff here while you can. At least getting a new finger while you can down here.
Listen, Adavei, you are so fucking lucky I didn't just out your ass to her.
I think we might have a problem.
Yeah, you think? You think we have a problem? What did you do?
Adavei, what is it you know about her that you are not telling the rest of us? If we are to move forward, we have to move forward together.
They're right.
Maybe not in the middle of the plaza.
Very well. We're talking about this later. Angel's gonna go look for, and she's gonna look at Adavei and she's like, you're picking up my tab. And she's gonna go look for bullets.
Alright, that's fair.
There's plenty of ammunition down here. How much would you like to buy, or how much would you like to spend, I should say?
What's the price?
Let me look it up.
It seems like we probably could have waited on this one, so sorry guys to drag you all into this weird mafia underground world.
Goop, I do not know if you picked up on the implication, but I believe that one of her own agents rigged the fight that you lost, or won. I'm not sure what happened.
It seems like it's a small chance that Ram did it.
Hey Heretic.
Yeah.
Do they sell magical items down here?
No magical items at all.
No
it's
magical items? God damn.
There is some gossip down there. If you would ask around, I assume that you would.
Yeah, I probably will.
About a lady named Zindros that sells magical items.
Can I make some sort of roll to see if I can tell where she would be?
Yeah, they would just straight out tell you she's on a boat on the coast. a little south of the town. A small trek down the beaches aside from the forest.
Oh, speaking of magical items, I want to tell you guys about my new armor that I got handmade. It's all special.
Real quick, 1 gold piece for 40 shots, Angel. So you'd have to do the trade depending on how much you're gonna buy. It'd be like 20% to transfer charity into gold.
Adavei, give me 2 gold pieces, please.
So it'd be 1.2 charity is what it ended up costing you for 40.
Adavei will double it.
Mm-hmm.
This is really bad.
Okay, so you're gonna get because we can't do fractions, so we'll just round it up to 3. 1.2, 2.4. Yeah, we'll do 3 charity for 80 balls.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else while we're down?
No, that's it. Just wanted to top myself off.
As you guys head out of the sewers and up the stairs, back through Alistair's books and stuff, out into Pairodice once again.
Yeah. And as you step out into like the sunlight, you see silhouetted in the sunlight Guy in his new armor that he wants to tell you about because it's pretty cool. Guys, it's +1 plate. It's +1 plate. Like, I don't think you guys are understanding how cool that is.
Do you want me to tell you about my magical armor?
You know what? I do want to hear about that. I want to hear about it.
I love the idea of just Guy and Gustaf looking like excited puppies.
No, we're both like just striking poses in our new armor. Just like striking them poses, so you know.
But yeah, mine's studded leather armor of psychic resistance.
You know how Guy's got that big thing for like rope and stuff? Well, it appears as if he kind of updated that into chains. So now he just has chains like for armor wrapped around a bunch of leather and shit. Assless. No, I'm just kidding. But no, he definitely has like lots of chains wrapped and all that stuff. It's pretty cool looking. But yeah, it's heavy armor and it's dope.
Very nice. Everybody's so fancy today.
Yeah, you did sort of a glow up last time I saw you.
It also appears as if Guy has forsaken the way of the sword.
Huh. So you lost your sword?
Guy left it in the cave and then it vanished.
That was the soul-sucking sword, right?
Remember his big great sword? He lost that, and the soul-sucking sword does not appear to be on his person at any like point that you've seen him. It could be in his satchel though.
I felt like he kind of needed that.
Needed what?
The soul-sucking sword, the shadow demon eating sword, because we're going up against the bane of Ragnarok, a shadow demon guy.
Are you saying this in character?
Yes.
What prompted this? Remember when you guys jumped all over my case for trying to figure out about the whipping? I still don't know what happened in your guys' sessions. What happened? Like whips? What happened, guys?
We'll talk about it later. Let's go check out Gustaf's new crib.
Yeah, about to have an MTV Cribs moment.
Yes. As you guys walk through the now late afternoon of Pairodice, you wander into the residential district to find this new guild hall that Gustaf has came upon. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll finish off for the last segment.
It seems like the party either made a really good friend or a really powerful foe. Guess we'll find out next time on Pairodice.